Hmm.
Why? It's like, yeah, I mean, he can handle dairy, and it's not clean dairy, but it's
Without
not.
judging, I think the biggest thing we have to remember is to refrain from using the words good or bad with our kids, because when we say that's a bad food, our child will
Mm,
inevitably go and say, well, that's a bad food that you're eating. The other child will say, well, why is it a bad food? And so we want to refrain from using those words. So I like to say, these are foods that help us grow. These are foods that don't help us grow. And the foods that don't help us grow, we don't eat all the time, right? When your child gets into a situation with another child where you guys aren't eating, where they are not eating the same food, that's where you can simply say, these are the foods that
yeah,
we
I
eat in
mean,
our
Gatorade
family.
is a good example of that because
And so you
at
can
this
arm your
juncture,
child with that
Gatorade's basically served at every
statement
game.
so that
Like,
they feel
we
secure
go to
in what they're
games
bringing
here,
to lunch,
soccer
right? I
games,
had a
and the
friend of
snack
mine write
person
me where
inevitably brings
her
Gatorade.
kids were
In our
bringing,
family,
I
we
think it
don't
was
drink
Korean
Gatorade.
food, like a
Um,
bibimbap, I want to say, something like that, because he's Serbian. And so I think we also have to teach our kids that there's all different kinds of foods out there in the world, and so many different foods that we
mhm,
haven't even begun to sample or
mhm.
try or experience. And that's what makes us all so unique, right?
It was? I don't
And
even
so
remember.
these are the foods that we eat in our family, and those are the foods that they eat in their family. We're very different. All families are different, all people are different. They may have a dog, we don't have a dog, etc. Right? And so I think for us, when your kid comes home and says, well, they have Oreo cookies in their lunch, I want Oreo cookies. I'd first acknowledge that and say, all right, I hear you, you want Oreo cookies. Well, let's look up the ingredients to it.